Hello everyone, this is Squadron Jayasimha, a friend, mentor, fellow traveler in the journey called life. Welcoming all of you to another podcast in Celebrating Life. And when we talk about life, there is something else, the other side of the coin, that is death. Many people want to win, they want to succeed, they want to make it big in life, they want to be happy in life. But when it comes to death and failure, many people, they don't want to even face the reality. They don't want to encounter that particular possibility. Understand one thing, anything that takes birth has to die one day. Anything that begins has to end one day. So if someone not died, means you can assume that that person was never born. If something has not ended, means it has never began. So something that begins will have to end. If something has taken birth, it has to die one day. But don't know for what. Many people don't want to face the reality. One thing is that there is no one who is alive for eternity. Our great grandfathers are not there. Even my grandfather is not there. Even my father is not there. And today I'm talking to you. One day I will not be there. You're listening to me. One day you will not be there. And the same thing will happen to our children as well. So generation after generation, people will take birth and they will die. And we have limited time on this planet. Many people, they come and ask me for counseling. They sit alone, they sulk, they don't talk to anyone, they don't smile because someone had died in their family. And say, why someone has to die? It is like a lady once, she went to Gautam Buddha crying. So Gautam Buddha said, Ma, why have you come? She said, I have only one son. After many years of my marriage, he was born. And right now, he was just 15 years old and he died. Why this thing happened to me? I came to know that you are a spiritual master. You are God's reincarnation. You have that mystical, magical powers. Make my son to live. I want to be happy. I can't imagine my life without him. Gautam Buddha said, fine, Amma, I'll make your son to be, coming back to life. But go to all the houses in this village. Bring one fist of mustard seeds from a house where death has not happened. You go to some house and if they say that nobody died in our family till date, get a fistful of mustard seeds, and with those mustard seeds, I'll make your son to come back to life. And that lady says, that's all. I'll just come. She goes, and evening fully tired, she comes back and lifts her son's dead body on her shoulders. She starts walking away. So Gautam Buddha stops her and says, Ma, you went in the morning to bring one fistful of mustard seeds. What happened? She looks at him and said, Gautama, I had gone to all the houses. In every house, someone or other died. In fact, in my house, only my son died. But then I have got some houses where not one death, but many deaths have happened. It is okay. And she just leaves with her son's dead body. And that's what I'm trying to talk about, death. Now the question is, many of them say, yeah, we know the death is there, but why the death is there? What makes God to kill people? He can make us to live for eternity. Now imagine the animals, be it a snake, scorpion, pigeon, parrot, crow, or any insect, any bird, any animal. They have only brain, so they don't have the intellect. So they don't know that they are going to die. Whether it is about a horse or a dog or a cat, they don't know that they are going to die. So if they don't know that they are going to die, then we can presume that they think that they can be living for eternity. Then they should accumulate lot of wealth, lot of prosperity, lot of food, lot of property, right? But none of them, they do like that. But human being is the only creature who knows that is not going to be there forever. Death is there, all of us know. but don't know why we people keep on accumulating property after property, so much of land, so much of gold, so much of wealth. You want to go up in your hierarchy, in your office. You want to exhibit your superiority. You want to have that power. And you know that all these buildings, houses, the land, the gold, the money, the chair that you are sitting right now, none of them are going to come with you. You are going to go alone. But even then, man want to make so much. Imagine, by knowing that death is there, if man is like this, imagine for a moment that if you and I know that we are not going to die at all, what will happen? No second person will be alive. Right now I'll kill you, you will kill me, and we both will kill a third person. And so much of ruckus, so much of animosity, jealousy, hatred, selfishness, violence, everywhere will happen. So that is the reason why God has made sure that human beings are not going to be there for eternity. It's good for us. So when you know that you have a limited time on this planet, few years you're a kid, then you are getting into, that teenage, then you become a young person, then you get married, you get into a job, and you have children, then you get them settled, and then you become elderly gentlemen, then spend some time in spiritual quest, and then one day leave your body. So we know that there are different stages in life. Even the kings, when they used to have the big kingdom, and at the end of their life, they used to make their son or daughter, the in charge of the kingdom, and then they used to go to, forest, because they knew that it's not going to be there. So death is something that is going to come to each and every one of us. Only thing you'll ask me, that why some people die early, why some people die late, that we don't know. Why Vivekananda has to die early? Why Srinivasa Ramanujan has to die early? Why some people live up to 85, 90, 95, 100 years? Now for this, we don't have answer. Only thing is, God creates every one of us for a purpose. The moment the task gets accomplished by us, maybe God wants you. Imagine you are a mother, you are a father, your son is there in a hostel in faraway city, and after a few months, when you don't feel good without him, you ask him to come back, that we are not able to live without you, come back home. I think hostel you staying is not okay. So you get your child back home here. Similarly, we have come from some place where the God is there, and we have come to this planet, and one day we have to go back. So this is not the place that we belong to. We belong to some place. And maybe God sent us here, and he is getting bored. He is feeling lonely. He is not able to smile without us. So he wants us come back. So that means if someone died and went away, he has gone to his eternal father, eternal mother, and that's where he belongs to. We should be happy that without this person, God is not able to be happy. So why are you feeling bad? Because Alexander the Great, who conquered the whole universe, when he had to die, he told only one thing. He said, I got 3 wishes. The army general said, what are the wishes, my lord? Alexander said, my coffin, my dead body should be carried, by the best doctors who did treatment of me. Second, all this money, diamond, jewelry, rubies, pearls, they should be thrown on my last journey. Third thing is, you bury me with my hands, totally open. So the army general said, we shall do that, but what's the meaning? He said, doctor only can maintain life. He can't give you life. Life is decided how many years should be there by the God. When the time comes, you go wherever you can't escape. I'm sure some of you must have read few days back, few billionaires from Pakistan, they went by submarine to see Titanic. They want to see the Titanic. And the submarine, got drowned there in that, ocean, and these people died. So when death comes calling, so you will go in a submarine to Titanic and to die there. Without Lord Shiva's permission, you can't even move your finger. That is the world for all of us. When Dhirubhai Ambani, the rich man, was nearing his end, both his sons, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, they went to best doctors and said, "We shall give you whatever you want, how much wealth you want. But please make sure that our father doesn't die." So the doctor smiled and said, "No, that is not in our hands. We can only maintain. We can't give you extra life, okay? Right? So we can't give you extra life." That's what he said, okay? Right? So whoever we are going to die one day. Shane Warne, all of you know, the greatest leg spinner from Australia. Michael Jackson, okay, the US celebrity. So wealthy he was. He had best of the doctors. He had best of the people around him who could take care of him. But then he had to die. Okay. Why? The reason why I'm telling is death is something that is inevitable. So my mother used to tell me something very interesting analogy. She used to say, death is permanent sleep and sleep is temporary death. Means you died, means you slept. You're not going to get up again. You slept 8 hours, means that was a temporary death. Okay. If you understand this, it's so beautiful. And we all have just one life. See, I'm drinking water right now. This water bottle has got a manufacturing date. It has got an expiry date. I buy a bike. It has got a manufacturing date, expiry date. You buy a medicine and that is printed manufacturing expiry date. Everything has got manufacturing expiry date. So when we are born, that was manufacturing date. Expiry date is also there with us. Only thing is, it is not printed on our body. Okay, we don't know. We don't know. It can come anytime. If you know this, it'll be very, very good. But many children, when their parents die, mother goes away, father goes away, they cry for a long time. They don't mix up with people. See, your father had brought you up with so much of love and affection. He always wanted you to be happy. You wanted a toy, he gifted you. You wanted to get into that college, he put you in that college. You wanted to buy that dress, he gave it to you. You wanted to go on tour, he sent you. You wanted some money, he gave you. Because never he wanted to see you cry. Means when your father was alive, he wanted you to be happy. Now your father is dead. He is there on the top. He can't even come. Now you cry here. Looking at you cry, how unhappy your father will be from that world? That means if you want your father to be happy, you should always be happier. Physically, no one can be with you forever, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, someone always can be there with you. On November 10th, my mother passed away. She used to love me a lot. Whatever I am because of her, I miss her a lot. I too cried, but then I told myself that every time my mother wanted me to be happy, whether I am in Ahmedabad or Delhi or Singapore or US, England, I am there in Bhutan, I'm in Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai or Kolkata or Trivandrum. She always wanted me to be happy. If that's the case, then why should I be unhappy right now? So when I close my eyes as I'm talking to you, I can feel my mother's hand on my head. She will be the most happiest person that my son is able to talk about life to so many people. Why should I be unhappy? And we all get just one life to live. And life has no rehearsals, only performances. Examination, you can sit and practice. You're going to do a skit, you can do a rehearsal. You're going to play a match, you can practice in the nets. But life, you don't practice. You just go out and perform. So understand one thing, that death is going to come. Will it come today? Will it come tomorrow? Will it come day after tomorrow? We have no idea. When I say that we shall meet up in the next podcast, is only a wish. Can you guarantee me that, Jayasimha will be alive till he speaks in the next podcast? No. Can you give me a guarantee that, I'll be alive to listen to the next podcast? No. We are only human beings. We only can wish. You know that as per WHO report, every day, more than 12,500 people, they die in their sleep. No heart attack, no BP, no sugar, no accident, no earthquake, no tsunami, and no fire. Nothing. They sleep and they don't get up in the morning. That means tomorrow morning when your spouse, when your mother or your daughter or somebody comes to you with a cup of coffee to your room, you must dance. And they wake you up and you should dance because your name is not in the list of 12,000 people. That is the truth. So you get one day to be happy, to make others happy, to leave a legacy, to leave your footprints, to become a role model, to be an icon, to make a difference, to smile and make others happy because of your actions and deeds. But don't know what? We carry so much of baggage of yesterday to today and today to tomorrow. We keep hating people. We carry so much of grudge, hatred. Ask yourself one question. If somebody says, today will be your last day of your life, can you hate someone? Can you put a bad remark on someone's YouTube video? Can you quarrel with someone? Can you cheat someone? Can you tell a lie? Can you be angry with anybody? No, right? If that is the truth, who told you that you will be alive next 15 years, 20 years, 30 years? Imagination. You and I, we are imagining. So, best thing is to live life today. Raat gai so baat gai. Raat gai so baat gai means every day close your accounts end of the night at 12. Means when you are sleeping, you are temporarily you are dying. So when you get up, a new person takes birth. Yesterday someone cheated you. That person slept. Something wrong happened to you. You slept. So you died, he died. Next day you meet him. You should smile and you should wish right. Because that person who cheated you, who scolded you, who criticized you, who abused you, that guy died. This guy is a new guy. And now you'll say, Jayasimha, it's very easy to tell, difficult to implement. I know. Who said it is easy to implement? If only implementing is so easy, every one of us would have become Virat Kohli or Narendra Modi, Dhirubhai Ambani, should have become Sunil Gavaskar, Amitabh Bachchan. It's not that easy. But just because it's tough, we will not stop learning. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna spoke about life in 18 chapters. I know very difficult to implement, but did we stop listening to Bhagavad Gita? Did we stop learning? Why? Because you know that maybe every day you listen 0.01%, 0.1%, and then from there 1%, 2%, 3% incremental growth. Maybe someday something will hit you and there will be transformation. So eternal optimist you and I should be, okay? And if we have that, and we will always have a better life. So I'm telling this not to you, I'm telling this to myself, that we should know where to stop our run, where to stop this chasing, where do we stop falling behind these materialistic things. Sometimes you need to sit back, understand, ask this question, who am I? What's the purpose of my life? How many years I was there on this planet? How many years more maybe I may be there? I don't know, but maybe. What have I achieved? What difference did I make? Am I happy with myself? Is there anyone else happy because of my actions and deeds? How should my life be? One small little plan and one small thought, maybe 0.001% incremental growth. And that's what you and I should try and implement to understand this life. So guys, understand one thing, that whether you want to listen, don't want to listen, whether you want to face it or don't want to face it, we all are going to die one day. That day could be today or tomorrow, maybe after 1 month, after 1 year, after 10 years, I really don't know. But if only you can think at life that today is all that I have got with me, if only you believe in that concept, you will live life king size, queen size, and you will celebrate every second, every moment. You'll be full of joy and smile, serenity, peace, abundance. Life looks so beautiful. In everything, in the traffic jam, in railway station, in the airport, in the fish market, vegetable market, wherever you see people, you only will see happiness because you start enjoying the good things of life. And that's the reason why I said you need to understand that none of us are permanent. We're all temporary travelers in this life. One day our journey will come to an end. So people will come, people will go, generation after generations, people will keep on coming. So every second, every minute, our life is ticking away. And if you understand this, I'm sure you'll be much more matured and balanced. That's what I thought I'll share with you in this podcast about death, which is inevitable. Try whatever, whichever way you want. You can never escape because it comes without you asking for it. It'll come. A day will come. You and I will not be there. So as I'm sitting back in my office cabin and talking to all of you, I feel so cool and so good. I'm sure if you also can spend some time with yourself, understand, life will be so beautiful. What do you say? So guys, we shall meet up in another episode on our podcast, Celebrating Life. Until then, keep smiling, keep celebrating, because our podcast itself is called Celebrating Life. This is your friend, mentor, guide, fellow traveler, Squadron Jayasimha signing off from Celebrating Life. Thank you all. See you again. Love you all. Bye-bye.